Hi, Pisces. Let's see who and what is coming in. Ancient. Seduction. Okay. Somebody's playing some type of games here. This could even be a bloodline situation. This could concern your bloodline, Pisces. Okay, what is this about for this person? Sacrifice. Transgression, mistake, nightmare. Where's Pisces in this? Burnt by the sun. So it looks like you've been depleted. You definitely feel depleted here. Yeah, here we go. You feel depleted in this situation. Yeah, you're being stalked. You're being watched. You're being invaded. Okay, so it does feel like somebody's in your business. Someone is trying to read your mind, or someone's trying to get inside your head, maybe they can do that because it feels like you have a really strong connection with this person, even energetically speaking. It would be like picking up on subtle cues, body language, things that are unspoken. A person could be trying to get you to like let go of something or give something up or even pay up. Somebody is in your head or something like that. All right. So you have here a realization. You have an epiphany coming in. That you have been being watched this whole time. Someone knows more than you think or more than you want them to know. There's some realization about this. I'm going to reshuffle this person's. All right, show me this person's energy, please, coming in. Okay, yeah. Stalked, invaded, watched, and sacrifice. Both cards the same. Listen to advice. So, yeah, someone wants a reason for something, or they're going to try to tell you a reason. This is why. Intellectually speaking, this is why. Something like that. So, okay. Stalked, invaded, watched, and so this person wants to stop watching, or whoever's spying, it's going to change. Whoever's in somebody's business, spying, being in someone's, like right up their wazoo, that is changing somehow in the energy. What is the situation? Situation is, wow, twin flame. Hiding their true feelings. Well, we know that it does look like people are detached or trying to detach in the situation, but it doesn't feel genuine, I want to say. Whoever's detaching, something does not feel genuine about this. It feels more so, yeah, there's regrets. Maybe that's why. Regretting, disconnecting. But we've got the twin flame runner chaser energy. What's the situation, please? High value situation. All right, guidance. Okay, you are keeping something to yourself, or someone is. This is, yeah, I feel like someone can sense that. They know this. They know that something is not being given up, paid up, split, shared, whatever the case. It could even just be energy, because energy has value. It's not, there's no transaction here. There's no reciprocity, okay? There's no giving and receiving in some kind of way. So there's unfinished business that you have with this person, but it feels like someone is hiding. They're hiding out, okay? They're hiding. They know that they're being watched, or they don't want to be watched. That's what that feels like. It could be you, Pisces. Maybe you're hiding. All right. Let's see what's going on. This person, who is this? Who's this prey, offering, letting go, sacrifice person? It's a 9 of Wands. We have Sagittarius energy here. Yeah. They're beat up from the feet up. They're tore up from the floor up, basically. This is someone who's kind of going through it, and they're trying to stand tall. This is about the family. Could be a family dynamic that they feel like they're taking a lot of responsibility for at this time. There's a lot going on in this group. If it's not a family, it's a group. There's a ton of like arguments. There's a ton of tension. There's a ton of like, this person's like bleeding. Maybe people are actually fighting, full-blown fighting. But it's a group, and this person's like, nope, no matter what, I'm not giving up. I'm going to work on this. I'm going to keep it going. Okay, but see, I feel like that's going to change. Someone is trying to Yes, create some flow, reciprocity. This person looks like they're trying to do that. I feel like something's about to shift, though. What's this person attempting right here? So it's like a whole bunch of people, all the conversations turn into arguments, or all the conversation, there's just tension here, and people are talking about each other, talking behind other people's backs, or something like that. Is what it looks like right here in this card. Okay, like, do you see her? She thinks she's all this and that, and she's, you know, just crap talking. And then we've got a person who has the wealth or the money, and they kind of sit amongst all this gossip, or the boss here, the authoritative figure here, kind of sits there and listens to everybody, everything, doesn't really say too much. So I feel like there's a person who has a backing, okay, who has some type of leadership that it looks like they could be even tired of hearing all this, but they don't do anything. They don't say anything. You know, they try to stay out of it. That's what it feels like. All right, show me where Pisces is. I do feel like someone doesn't know that they are overhearing, someone's overhearing, they're eavesdropping. There's people chatting and another person is listening. The people who are chatting, gossiping, whatever, they don't realize that they're being eavesdropped on, that they're being watched. Oh, wow. Okay, so you have the Queen of Cups, something about you and mother energy. This may be an energy you're moving into. It's an archetype. You could be sad about this, actually. Death card. Yeah. So it looks like you're trying to lick your wounds here. You may have some challenges with a mother at this time, or this could be you, someone you're dealing with, whatever the case. The energy is quite nurturing most of the time, is what it looks like. But I'm also saying that you could be sad about this water sign. You and a water sign may not be getting along right now. You could still care about this person. Clearly, there's some sort of love here, and it's mutual. There's some sort of compassion and love. Looks like it's Scorpio. We've got it here twice. We've got other water signs too, but not as much. So there's something about you experiencing a loss, and you're kind of in the trenches about that. It looks like you're trying to heal through it, move through it. You know, it's a sadness. You may have regrets and remorse. Like, I should have, could have, would have done these things before this ending happened, before this transpired. All kinds of things like this. So you're mourning the past. You're mourning a loss. There's something that shifted. You're missing a person as well. You're missing someone a lot. And then on top of that, you could be sad about another relationship falling apart, that kind of thing. Okay, the connection kind of sucks there, whatever that is. How the person in the reading sees Pisces. They see you with the Seven of Cups. I mean, Swords. Sometimes I say the wrong thing, but I know what it is, just saying. Okay, Death. Why do they see you like this, Pisces? Mercury in the 4th. Okay. There's some sort of mystery about you this person is experiencing. Give me one more card. Why do they see Pisces like this? Because of the Lovers? Really? Okay. Well, here's mother figure again. Okay, mother archetype, whatever the case. Right. So there's challenges here. There's lots of challenges in some sort of setting. This is like people could even be squabbling over who's connected to who and who gets along with who. It's like a bunch of people here. I feel like people are teaming up as well. This looks like the same people who are gossiping. They're wearing the same outfits. Okay. The people who are gossiping may be the people out of the group who are, oh, how do I say this? Not that it's bad or anything. I just feel like the people who are the ones who are gossiping here are the ones who maybe are not doing as well as everybody else, is what I want to say. Okay, They try to stick close to the family. It looks like because it offers them some type of protection, but at the same time, something is amiss here. If it's not family, this could be a workplace. Like two people try to maintain connections with people, especially if they're not doing well, even if the person's not doing well, because it almost gives them some sort of protection, maybe financial protection for some, or some sort of stability, whatever way that is. Okay, it could be like a social dynamic thing, but that's what I see here. There's some sort of connection here too that someone sees with you, that they may feel like you're being deceptive or you're playing both sides, Pisces. Something's coming to light about this. Wait, where do they see Pisces? Right here. Let's see. Two of Wands. Okay, what's that look like? The Tower. Yeah. You may also be feeling like, okay, there may have been a discussion about that, about who's siding with who, or whatever that looks like. It's like you're friends with this person, these two people specifically, okay? Or they like you, Pisces. So it's an energy feeling like guilty by association, I want to say. So this person is seeing you actually, after this discussion, you're going to choose a different direction. It looks like you're shutting something down. You don't want to stay on a sinking ship, basically, is what you're saying. You're getting out right before the getting gets tough type thing. You're very strategic about this. You may also want to go back home, is what I'm hearing. You want to go back to a comfort zone or wherever you feel more comfortable. You're about to shut down. You don't want to contribute here. Whatever it is, resources, whatever. You're not, this is how they see you. Like you're being very strategic about how much you say, how much, there's hidden enemy energy here. So Scorpio energy here in the 12th house. Somebody's talking behind someone's back. I keep getting that here. It's here again. And this is the energy of loyalty, but you're about to sneak out and stop talking to a person. You're about to, it's how they see you, like you're retreating, you're going into isolation from the situation, from this person. Ace of Swords is here. Yeah. There's some sort of a truth about this archetype, the feminine mother archetype. What is that? You also may just feel like you need to tend to yourself. Your resources are low. This could even be your inner resources. You need to tend to yourself. You need to care for yourself, love on yourself, make sure your needs are met biologically, okay, emotionally, all kinds of ways. How you see the person in the reading? Yeah, there's some sort of self-care that is necessary is what it looks like. Maybe that's why they think you're leaving. You're like, bye, I gotta do these things. I gotta go heal. I'm gonna shut down because of this. This shop is shut down here. So Page of Cups and the Four of Wands. Okay, so here's the offer for this group or whatever to get closer. You see that about this person. There's an opportunity to get closer in the situation with this person. What is this, please? You may feel like something is strings attached. Yeah, the Five of Wands. Okay. Ten of Swords. There could be arguments about this mother archetype, or there's stress about this person and that's contributing to the situation. Wow. Someone is reaping what they have sown. This may be what you're seeing about a situation. There's someone who has been delivered consequences of like drama or arguing or something. And you may not even be a part of that there, but somehow you're amidst this energy. So there's someone who's, it looks like other people, and you're kind of watching this go down. They're kind of at each other's throats, at each other's necks or whatever. And then there's two people, they get along, but then they think alike too. The two people who are kind of, I guess, not doing as well as everybody else is the only thing I can say, I guess. those two always side with one another. There's jealousy here too. What is this? Anyway, all that's going down. And you're looking at it like, why do I want to be connected to this? This is crazy 10 of Swords type. Someone could be trying to tell you everything's good, like everybody's getting along, we're all fine, we're all good, but they're the 9 of Wands, so that's probably not the case. They're having difficulty just staying in this group with the 10 of Pentacles. Okay, how you feel, Pisces? You feel the 8 of Swords, the Moon. Yikes. Yeah, I mean, this is a Pisces whose resources are low. You need to really tap out so you can do some sort of reflection. I'm surprised I'm not seeing Hermit here, actually. I feel like you need Hermit energy. You may need to retreat and lick your wounds and hide by yourself until you can actually think clearly, because you feel possibly even confused, or like you have nothing to do with this. You don't want to talk about it. You don't want to get your emotions and your panties in a bunch. There's too much here that has potential to kind of throw you off. And I feel like you're turning your back on this situation at this time. It's just too much. Someone is trying to avoid consequences. It involves the 2 people wearing brown here. So whoever that was, we saw twice. Yeah, they are somehow in some sort of tizzy with others in that setting, and you're like, this is too much for me. Okay. You're like, I don't know what to do, what to say. This is too much for my mind right now. It's tiring, it's exhausting. How the person feels in the reading. How the person feels. They feel 7 of Pentacles. Okay. High Priestess. So they feel ignored. They feel like you're not contributing. I feel like that's accurate. You may have told them you would contribute, you would show up, you would be there, you would be involved, you'll go to the outing, you'll talk to everybody here, you know, you'll make nice with people, whatever the case. You will give the money, you will give your energy to the situation. You may have promised that, or you said that, and now it's like, where's Pisces? Why is Pisces not here anymore? Pisces left out the back door. Pisces is not answering. This is what they're saying. What do you want, please? You want the Spy card. Okay. The thing is, you feel as though you do not have all the information. You're in a space of straddling the fence. Because you feel like you don't have enough information. Oh, here it is. Reason. You may feel like this doesn't make sense. Is there really a reason? Maybe there's no reason for why this is going down. You're like, this is pointless. You may also feel like you need that information. You need someone to tell you what's really up. I feel like, though, you're kind of tapped out by this point. You don't really, you know, it's like you keeping space from the situation. You're hiding. You really are hiding in this reading. I feel like you're hiding again. You don't have the information to like speak on it or act on it. You just don't. And you know that. And you may not even want to digest whatever information is supposed to be coming in. What does the person reading want with Pisces? Okay, rebirth. Ace of Pentacles. I mean, Cups. Okay. Wow. That's the thing. It looks like a person is becoming quite overwhelmed with responsibilities. It could be the person in the reading. We have Virgo, Sagittarius. I'm also seeing, yeah, more Sagittarius, some Leo energy. Anyway, the person is, you could be avoiding this Scorpio. You don't want them to see you. You're hiding, that kind of thing. You feel like not very emotionally balanced these days, and this whole thing is making it worse. So it also looks like this person is wanting help and assistance because something's becoming quite overwhelming. Maybe even the situation is overwhelming for everybody. It kind of feels like that. Everybody's overwhelmed, or everybody's, you know, beat up from the feet up or whatever. Let me see what else is going on. Because someone wants assistance, help, they want effort, they want contribution, whatever that looks like. What's that sacrifice card, please? Lovers. Oh, it's okay. Star and the Magician. Let's see, pray card 2. What's that? 10 of Cups. Wow. So it's a whole bunch of people. Yeah. This is like, don't give up, keep trying. You know, there can be some sort of connection, that type of thing. Or people can be happy. Yeah, I feel like things are really touch and go, on and off, back and forth with this person situation. Several people. It's kind of like sometimes you're on good terms, sometimes you may not feel that way. Sometimes you want to talk, sometimes you don't. You're hiding. I mean, hiding out for peace of mind is what it looks. You may feel like you've experienced a loss as well. Could be in multiple areas. Maybe you don't have what you want to give or what somebody wants you to give. So what's going to happen next? 3 of Pentacles, 3 of Wands. All right. 5 of Swords, 9 of Swords, Temperance. Okay. You could be looking towards the Sagittarius. You're trying to figure out what's going on there. Yeah, you're going away. Looks like you're going away. There's a deal coming in. Someone wants a deal, but it kind of feels like whatever deal this is, they want you to be on board with it. But you may know that you want nothing to do with it. It's not going to benefit you, or it's going to create more of a loss for you. So it looks like you don't care to communicate. You don't care to be involved. You don't care to take part in this deal. Like someone wants you to carry out this deal. They're like, let's be done with it. Let's do it. Let's be done with it. You may feel, though, that it's not fair to you in some way. You're like, I'll let you guys deal with it, or everybody here can deal with it. Okay, what's that look like over here in that person? 8 of Pentacles. What's that? Page of Pentacles, the Star, Lovers. Wow. All right. Dropped a card as well. What's coming in next for Pisces? Queen of Wands. Oh, well, it looks like the person coming in, they're trying to communicate with you. They are. Something's real snappy, snippy. The person's attitude may be this way. It looks like you don't want to communicate here. This person's asking you to do something, say something, exactly the whole thing again. It's like, are you going to engage or what? So you are doing Hermit. Good for you. So Lovers. Something can't be smooth at this time, especially with this person. It looks like it's argumentative energy. Show me the person. You're trying not to be involved here, or they could try to communicate with you, call you out, ask you to do something. Yeah, they're like, where are you? Why are you like a no-show? Or why are you hiding? Someone's going to call you out, Pisces, or try to like activate you in some way to get you to come forward or do whatever it is that what do they want Pisces to do anyway? What is that? They want you to, yeah. 8 of Swords, 5 of Pentacles. Okay. They want you to keep giving even though you don't have any resources to give. So where are you going to take this out of? Your ass? Like, what are you supposed to do? The Moon? Maybe they don't know that. What does this look like for them? They may not know that. I don't know. Because it doesn't look like you're really explaining something. You're just kind of hiding out. They may want to know what's going on, but it doesn't look like you're telling them. So Pisces, I see you here. Yeah. Someone feels like you have more than enough resources. I don't think that's true. Whatever resources this person feels like you have way more than enough. You have enough of everything. You have over the top enough type thing. That may not be true because it looks like you're not. Okay. This person's going to do towards Pisces. They're going to do 10 of Cups. Okay. So you're going to see them come in. They're going to try to talk to you, you know, that kind of thing. They're trying to create plans with you. They want to initiate something with you. Oh, here goes some more of that stuff, though. They're going to try to talk about the drama, the envy, the whatever's going on. All right. Pisces. Okay. I feel like you need time. I don't know. You need time to yourself. You just need, give me one on that secretive energy. You need time to yourself. You don't want to work on whatever this is, or, you know, it's like no show or calling off type thing. All right. Yeah. You're waiting for something to be over with. You're waiting for something to shift. You're waiting for something to come out in a different way. I feel like someone knows something, or they're really attuned to you. It's like they're breathing down your neck, especially energetically, and they feel the energy that you're giving off. So it makes them want to call you out. Let me see what this enlightenment is that you're coming up with here. Whatever it is that people are doing or working on, it's like you want everybody to handle it themselves. Tell me about this enlightenment. You're like, I'm detaching. I'm going somewhere else. Enlightenment, yeah. See, because it kind of feels like if you were to involve yourself, if you were trying to assist or support, be of service in some kind of way, it looks like even that creates drama with the Five of Wands. Like, you're seeing that here. People all fight around this King of Pentacles person, the person with the assets. You may feel like this person has the resources to deal with it. Like, ask that person or let them handle it. What is this discipline card? Okay, 9 of Pentacles, yeah. So it's going to take a while for you to feel, yeah, 5 of Cups, 8 of Cups, yeah. It's going to take a while for you to feel back to normal. You may have fear that something's not working out, like you really don't have enough resources, emotional, mental, financial, whatever it is, you just don't have it. And so you're actually trying to get back into the swing of things by yourself or away from whatever this is. If they're asking for your contribution, you really don't have anywhere to pull it from. This is not a magic trick. Like, this is legitimate that you don't want to, or you just can't. Okay, so it looks like you're going to work on being self-sufficient and tending to your own needs, building up your own resources. And that's what you need to be doing. Otherwise, you can't pour from an empty cup. Thank you, Pisces. See you next time.